It's Tuesday, it's 2 p.m., and time for another Tuesdays at 2. Every week, I come on and talk about a different topic relating to executive career management. If you have a topic that you would like me to talk about, then please feel free to email me. My email is on the screen here, and I'd be happy to put it into my calendar, something that may be bugging you, something that you may be uncertain of in the career management world, whether it be executive recruiters, whether it be personal branding, whether it be job search, resume, CV writing, cover letters, LinkedIn. The list just goes on and on and on because you manage your career, not your employer. So you need to take charge of your career. So this is episode number 201. 201. And today's topic is, how can I put it? Many people have different perceptions of this topic. But I'm going to tell you that ageism, I am 50 and over the hill, I feel done, my career is finished. That's the title, is not really true. Maybe your own perception. So I understand that people feel discouraged. And just while if anybody wants to make any comments, I'm more than happy to take comments below. Put them in the comment section if you can see it, and then I will answer them at the end of the presentation. Okay, so I understand you're feeling discouraged, but I want to challenge that perspective and offer a more empowering view of your situation. Yes, it can be tough. It can be very frustrating. So let's reframe this narrative and explore opportunities that can come your way that lie ahead for the over 50s, because there's tons of them. There are many. So the myth of being over the hill, and we see graphics and we talk about it in daily life. That idea is over the hill is really outdated and a harmful stereotype. My view, it's a perception. It's what you think up here. And when I go and give presentations to audiences, sometimes I ask about this question because it's very highly topical and on the top of many people's minds. And a few people put their hands up thinking it's not good, but many people who are over 50 say it can bring gray hair or baldness, even whatever you want to call it, can bring you value. So in today's world, 50 is often considered the prime of your life. Many successful individuals have achieved their greatest time in their life, the greatest accomplishments, the greatest time in their career after 50. I mean, the whole long list goes on. There's many well-known people who've achieved it after 50. So the value of experience at the age of 50, you have decades of valuable experience that somebody younger than you, a younger professional, simply doesn't possess. And you can't buy that knowledge. You have to work at that knowledge and gain that knowledge. So this experience can be a significant asset in many fields, a notable asset in many fields. So it's time probably to reinvent your mind and reinvent your career. If you are feeling that ageism is holding you down and stopping you from advancing or stopping you from your career, reinvent your mind, your mindset, and also reinvent your career. So you need to embrace change. Yeah, change is evolving anyway. We are in a changing world. So instead of viewing your career as finished, consider it as an opportunity for reinvigoration, reinvention. Many people use their 50s as a launch pad for exciting and new challenging career paths. So I'm going to put some options in front of you today to perhaps explore if you are over 50. So number one would be consulting. Your wealth of expertise is wanted. You need to, you've accrued that over many years. So you can bring that expertise to advise others in your field. You can become a coach and a mentor in your industry or in your designation. Number two, entrepreneurship. Start a business you've always dreamed about. I did. I was very close to 50 when I started this business, and I never regret that. A career change. It's perfectly acceptable to do a career change. So pursue something you've been passionate about, and you may be put on hold, but now that magic 50 or older or up has come, and you put that on hold, and now is the opportunity to pursue that passion. Become a mentor, guide young professionals. That's what we need in today's society, in your industry. We need people who can mentor, use their expertise. Further education, learn new skills to stay competitive. That's the way of the world. You need to constantly update your skills, even though you may think you are over that hill, which is a load of baloney. The advantages of age in the workplace. Let's discuss that. Emotional intelligence. With age comes increased emotional intelligence, a highly sought after, highly valued trait in modern workplaces. You can't have that when you're 30 or 20 or even 40. So that is very valuable to an employer. Think of it that way. Think of the value you can bring your next employer. Network and connections. Your professional network at the age of 50 plus and up is probably very vast and very well established, well heeled, and they know you, and they're not worried about recommending you or whatever. So a well-established network, if you built it up and nurtured it, can bring huge value to you when you're in a job search and to your employer. So a significant advantage in any career. So my philosophy is network, network, and network. Every person you know has their own network. And so I was speaking to somebody the other day, and apparently the average is every business professional knows 900 people. So, if you know 10 people, that's a lot of people. That's 9,000 people that you have to open up to your to network with, and be willing to share your network if you're approached by somebody else, not just if they're over 50, but be willing to share that knowledge. So network, network, network. If you are in career transition, like i.e. unemployed, I don't call it unemployed, I call it career transition. Broadcast to the world that you are seeking your next challenge, and be articulate. What is that next challenge going to bring you? What does that next challenge look like? So leadership potential. Many organizations value the leadership qualities that come with somebody of mature age, with experience over 50. They embrace the senior leaders. So you just have to put on a good business case, a proposition in your LinkedIn profile. So fully complete your LinkedIn profile and your resume, your CV. How to overcome ageism in the job market. Well, hiring, as you've been listening to me before, is very robust across the world. So we are running out of talent across the world. So one of the things you need to do to position yourself in a more competitive age is update your skills. So stay current with industry trends. Subscribe to magazines, become a member of your associations, attend their conferences, attend their regional chapter meetings, and become a name for yourself. And that's the way you will build your brand. And they're not worried about what age you are, as long as you can share and as long as you can bring that knowledge to the association. And you never know. One of those people say, "Oh, I know a vacancy at ABC company, or I know a vacancy at XYZ company." And then, there are so many online courses today. You don't, with the advent of COVID a few years ago, online workshops and courses are abundant. So I would suggest, putting on my career coach's hat, that you take a course or a diploma, or you can do a degree, but that's very onerous and maybe costly at your age. But do a course or something that's pertinent to you, something that's pertinent for your future employment at a business school on another continent. And let me home in on that a little bit more. So if you are here in North America, where I am, I encourage my clients who are pursuing continuous education in online courses to go to a European or a British business school. So something like Judge Business School at Cambridge, Said at Oxford. I mean, get them on your resume, on your LinkedIn profile. HSA in Paris, INSEAD. There's many others on the European continent, and then vice versa. If you are in Europe, get a North American academic brand on your resume and on your LinkedIn, because you don't have to actually physically visit the school anymore. That would be good, because everybody you meet again in person has a network. But you can do it online and take something that's pertinent to your profession, or where you're going to go, and where society is going, and where the career trends are going. Something like, well, for instance, AI, machine learning, and a few others. So think about, well, what continuous education can I do that's going to bring me value and bring my future employer value. So you need to also highlight your unique value, your value proposition, your personal brand. Focus on your unique perspective. Everybody's totally different, and skills you bring due to your experience. So think about, well, what is my brand value? What is my differentiator? What is my value add at the age of 50, at the age of 60? You all have such a vast wealth of knowledge that you can tap into, and that your employer, whoever they may be, can tap into. So coming back to networking, you need to network strategically. So you leverage your connections, whether they be in person or whether they be you've gathered them on LinkedIn, and you should be gathering them on LinkedIn, and seek out companies that value experienced professionals. Believe you me, there are many companies that value your age. So also embrace a growth mindset. Don't just lay on the couch and just think jobs are going to come to you and it's going to be okay. You need to embrace a mindset that is a positive and a growth mindset. So remember that ageism is a state of mind, not a reality. Adopting a career growth, or a growth mandate, a mindset, sorry, can open up many new possibilities. So let's reinvigorate them or rehearse them again. Embrace lifelong learning. Always stay curious and open to new experiences. Don't just go and hide in the closet. Set new goals. Be ambitious and proactive, and challenge yourself. We all like challenges, and when you're older, there's lots of challenges around. Your career is a journey, and it's far from over at the age of 50. You are equipped with many things that people younger than you don't have: the wisdom, the experience, and the perspective, the global experience or the domestic experience, that can propel you into an exciting new chapter of your professional life. So don't think that being over 50 is going to inhibit your career. It doesn't. It can bring many, many new opportunities. The key is to shift your perspective from limitation to opportunity. Your best years may very well be ahead of you. And I can give many examples. I can think of many clients I've helped manage their career who've been aged 50 and over, even some 60 or 64, 65, who've gone on to amazing careers because they decided they didn't want to retire, and they used their value, they used their differentiator, they used their experience, they used their wisdom to help some other company, whether it be in a corporate environment or whether it be in the entrepreneurial environment. What are some fulfilling paths for people aged over 50 or more mature? There are many fulfilling paths available today for people who are mature over 50. And here are some promising options for you to consider. So be open-minded, look at what's available. So how about education and teaching? Teaching can bring a lot of enthusiasm. It can be very exciting, and you can share your knowledge to the younger generation, the people that are needing your wealth of knowledge, your wisdom. So it can be an excellent second career, allowing you to share that deep knowledge, that experience. So teaching. Other options include becoming a regular teacher or supply teacher. School boards are always looking out for teachers. I know somebody just very local to me. He's 62, and he retired from the corporate life at 60 and was wandering for 2 years and for a year. And I suggested he go to teachers college, and he did a year, and he's now teaching as a supply teacher in my local school board here in Simcoe County, Ontario, Canada. So you could work as a private tutor. So there's parents always wanting to up the skill set of their kids and their elementary kids and their high school kids. And there's always people who are wanting tutors when they go through the universities or the colleges. So teach at an adult education college. That's where you can really offer and share your deep knowledge, and an opportunity to inspire others while drawing down on your life, and which goes in with your work experience. Healthcare and wellness. Healthcare and wellness is an expanding field as the baby boomers go through. The healthcare field continues to grow rapidly, so it's a fastest growing industry across the Western world. So there's quite a few opportunities for people like you if you are over 50. I know quite a few people who've gone at the age of 50 plus, mature, who've gone into nursing, and they've taken an RN, registered nurse, whatever you call it in your country, and they've gone back to school, whether it be the 1 year course or the 2 to 3 year course to become a registered nurse. So healthcare roles, and then you can give back to society as well, and they're very well paid. So healthcare roles often benefit from the emotional intelligence, the benefit you can bring those patients, and the life experience that comes with age. So nursing is one of if you can bear those long hours and whatever, that's a really good choice to make. Several people have made it and love it. Business and consulting. So consulting for years has been your professional experience has been building up, and it's been building up inside you and your mind. And now you can share that invaluable knowledge in a business related role, such as a financial advisor, a business consultant, a real estate agent, a sales rep. So the responsibilities vary, and these careers allow you to leverage your existing skills and your networks. If you're a sales guy, you need a network because you need to get out there and sell. So there's creative fields. If you have a passion for creativity, consider careers like writing, so technical writing, copywriting. If you've got a good command of your language, that might be a good option. A curriculum developer, because you've been through, you've probably done many courses, you've probably seen good courses and bad courses, bad facilitation, good facilitation, and you can write a curriculum. And with the advent of AI today, you can really get along with a curriculum pretty fast and build a curriculum. And then, of course, you can sell it to so be very, very specific and share your knowledge. So I have a client whose passion is cooking, and believe you me, he's an awesome cook, and he's become a personal chef, and he is loves it. He goes around to various events and becomes a personal chef, and he earns in excess for his passion of $200,000 a year. And yeah, he only works 3 or 4 days a week, so that's not bad. So a personal chef, there's another opportunity for you. These roles can often provide you with flexibility and the ability to work independently. You don't have a boss. What about counseling and coaching? Counseling, you tend to have to go to well, both of them, coaching and counseling. You have to get some, well, preferably you have to get certifications. More so counseling, but coaching. I mean, you can become a member of the International Coaches Federation, and there are many coaching accreditations, and I love coaching. It's really excites me. You can make a huge life-changing experience and bring a great asset, sharing your knowledge and helping others with their careers and with their lives. So a life coach or a mentor, a career counselor, or a therapist or a counselor. Yes, those definitely require additional training. So there's many options for the people who are aged over 50. These roles allow you to make a meaningful contribution or impact to others' lives. So remember, it's never, ever too late to start a new career. Many of these fields value the maturity, the expertise, the experience, the soft skills, and the hard skills that come with age that the person at 20, 30, or even 40 cannot bring. So the key to identify your transferable skills can be be open to learning and choose a path that excites you and aligns with your interests and your values. You are never over the hill. And I have worked for many clients who've captured multiple offers in various functions in their 60s, when they're 64, 65, 66. But they embrace their age. They changed their perception and they just went for it. So go for it yourself if you consider yourself over the hill. So I think we've got some comments here, so that's good. Let me just see. Let me just bring one on screen. So Gen X were the hardest working people and no entitlement behavior. Where is society going? Have a video on that. I dare you. Okay. Well, I'd be happy to provide a video on that. I mean, I'm always open to looking for new videos. So, Mark, I haven't seen Mark. How are you, Mark? You're giving lots of helpful advice, Martin. Might also be useful to advise the 50 plus folks to get really good. Yes, really good financial planning and retirement planning. So I think many people fall foul of having a cushion, having a backdrop to fall on, because one of those options I've just given you may not succeed, and it may take you out of the earning platform for some time, in which case you're not bringing in any money, and then you have to look around for other options. So yeah, that's a really good. I'm going to bring that one on. You're giving lots of helpful advice, Martin. Might also be useful to advise the 50 plus folk to get really good financial planning and retirement planning. I regret that myself. Some people don't do it, or some people are very late in the game on doing it. So that's thank you, Mark, for chipping in there. I always value your advice. Haven't seen you for a long time. But anybody got any other comments? I'm more than happy to take any question. Doesn't have to be related to today's topic. It can be related to anything to do with your career management. You manage your career, not your employer. And I say this day in, day out, and I still see people who don't manage their careers, and then all of a sudden they're terminated and they're lost. They've got no resume, they've got no CV, they've got no link or very limited LinkedIn profile, and they haven't got, as Mark says, they haven't got the financial cushion to hold them through for a while. So, yeah, if you are terminated, there's another tip for you. Putting on my coach's hat, if you are terminated and you get a severance, don't. If it's a month, a 9 month severance, don't wait until 8 months of your severance has gone before you start a job search. That is a really, really bad plan. You need to start. If I'm going to tell you, 9 months, you need to start at about month 2 or 3 to start, because a job doesn't, sometimes it does, but generally 95% doesn't fall in your lap, and it takes time, and it can be very frustrating. There are many videos on my YouTube channel. Please go to my YouTube channel and press the subscribe button, where you will learn a lot about the topics I've been talking about today. So anybody got any other topics or any other questions? I'll be happy to take them. Thanks very much for your input today. And my next Tuesdays at 2 will be the topic will be how do I sell myself? How do I sell myself to the optimum? People have no idea on selling themselves. You are a product, and you're sending that product to the market. So thanks very much for your input. Thanks, Mark, if you're still listening. Great to see you. We should catch up sometime via Zoom or whatever. And I will be back on next week for another Tuesdays at 2. If you want a free, no obligation, no sales pitch, resume critique or CV critique, I work globally. I've got clients in 28 or 29 different countries as we speak. So I'm a global executive career management practitioner. I'm more than happy to give your CV or your resume a free 30-minute Zoom critique. And I say it as it is, because you only get one chance, one opportunity to make that impression. And with ATS today, one character wrong, one line wrong, one bullet wrong, and you're gone. So you need to have your resume for the ATS. Oh, somebody else has come on. Art. Hi, Art. I'm 43 and I'm trying to get into IT from sales and operations. Is that a food idea? Yeah, well, it's possible, but you can't walk into IT and not know anything about how to turn be like me. You go, you pray that you can get into Windows or whatever in the morning. You need to take some certifications in IT. You need to get some education. So yes, you can change. Your age 43 is a perfect age. Doesn't matter which country you're in. Is to transition from here to there. You can do it, but nobody's going to accept you. Nobody's going to accept you for a position unless you've got relevant education in that field. Now, the hot items that are in that in IT, of course, is cyber security. There are certifications, designations, cybersecurity designations that, but you have to know the basics of computer. I don't know how familiar you are with IT, but yeah, you can do it, Art. But you also need to have an extra sharp CV or resume, and you need to have an extra sharp, fully complete LinkedIn profile. So I would suggest, I mean, I'm more than happy to give you a free resume critique. So email me or link and your LinkedIn audit. So email me at this address, martin@aneliteresume.com, and I'll be happy to mention you were here on my Tuesdays at 2, and I'll be happy to go through that with you, because you can do it. You can do it. There's no such thing as you can't do it. But you have to, if you're transitioning careers, you are fighting with the people. You're in a battle with the people who are already there. Same as if you're moving countries, you are in a battle with the people who are already living in that particular country. But you can do it. You can move countries, you can change functions. I am a global expert in Executive Master of Business Administration, EMBA. So I work across the world with EMBAs. If you have the stamina and the will and the money, an EMBA, an Executive Master of Business Administration, can facilitate a functional change a lot quicker, because it's a highly regarded degree, and you're going to widen your skill set immensely during that degree. So I can help you give some coaching on that if you wanted to do. Where do I send my resume, and how do I get career advice? So, Art, my if you can see my email, martin@aneliteresume.com, martin@aneliteresume.com, or just go and Google my name, Martin Buckland, and you'll see my websites and my LinkedIn, and you can send it to me and just mention you were here, and I'll be happy to anybody online to give them a free, no obligation resume critique, CV critique. I'll spend 30 minutes with you and go through your LinkedIn also, because people make so many mistakes on their LinkedIn when they can be found a lot faster by executive recruiters and other hiring authorities. So hopefully this has been very valuable. Let me know if you've got any other questions. Hopefully you've got some good tips and tricks. I come back every day, and in fact, I'm launching some new online platforms or calls, LinkedIn Audio and another LinkedIn Live every other week, every fourth week. Sorry. And doing something on Saturday, which I'm about to launch at the end of November. So I love sharing my knowledge and helping you guys, doesn't matter where you are in the world, manage your career. So I'm going to finish it off. Do something this week to manage your career, whether it be update your resume, update your CV, or whether you introduce yourself to 4 or 5 new people within your defined audience. Don't just network like this. You need to network like that. Be targeted. So I will see you next week for another Tuesdays at 2, when we will be talking about how do I sell myself to the optimum. Everybody have a great week, and do something this week to manage your career. It's your career, not your employer's career. Thank you.